true classic never goes out of style.
So it's finally here, Cult of Chucky. Now after 2 years of talking about it in my videos, it doesn't quite live up to the hype. Now, it certainly does. Hello, welcome slashers, I'm Crypt here, and welcome back to my channel. Now, today I will be reviewing Cult of Chucky, the long-awaited movie that we've all been waiting for. So without further ado, I'm gonna go hop into it. Now let's first talk about the casting. Is the acting any good? Now in my opinion, it is. A lot of people are making out to be this like movie with horrible acting, but in my opinion, it just isn't that bad, as bad as people are making it out to be. I mean, I feel like Alex Vincent's acting kind of does fall short at times, but it isn't awful. And I feel like the casting was pretty good, because, you know, we got Brad Dourif back, we got Alex Vincent back, we got Fiona Dourif back. I feel like those are all good choices, especially the choices of characters that are just around for the bloodshed. I feel like they're all good choices of casting, and I do like the cast. Now, the characters, are they well developed? Now, in my opinion, I feel like they're as developed as they can be, because, you know, they're in a mental asylum. You know, what more can you want from the characters besides why they're in there? And as far as I know, all the characters are explained as to why they're in there. I mean, even though I do feel like some of the characters deserve more character development, and it's quite clear that some of them are just around for the bloodshed. The characters aren't bad though, and I do feel like they could have added more to some of the characters overall though. Now the most interesting character in my opinion is Multiple Malcolm, which I won't be talking too much about him until the spoiler review. And then there's Dr. Foley, which I'm just gonna say he's not that good at his job, and I will talk about that in spoiler review too. Now overall with the characters, they're not as developed as I'd want them to be. Now the story, does it make sense? Does it go anywhere? Now, here's the thing. A lot of people say that this movie confuses them, but I watched through it and was not confused at all. So either people are overthinking it, or some people just haven't seen all the movies. So if you guys want an explanation, and you know, want me to explain the movie to you guys, let me know, because I can do that. If you guys really want it, just let me know what you guys are confused about, and I will try my best to explain it to you guys. But I really do like the story here. I think it's very interesting because they do reveal what happened to Alice. And let me just say that my theory video was not correct, unfortunately, but it is still cool. I still enjoyed it. Now I think it's very screwed up and interesting what exactly happened. I'm not gonna say anything, but you know, Chucky says it. And then there's one thing that kind of bothers me and everyone, and it's how, well, let me just say that Chucky has a new spell. And he introduces how he knows how to use it, and I felt like it's a very poor way of introducing it, and I wasn't too fond of that. It kind of bothered me a little bit. Now, the special effects, are they cheap looking or well done? Now, the special effects, I feel like they're as good as they could get. You know, it's a low budget film. The effects are very good at most of the time. I did like the effects most of the time, but then there's some moments where it just shows how low budget it really is. But I still like the special effects because they weren't that bad at all, actually. Now before I forget, I want to mention that the good guy doll voice sounds very off. Like, it's very low pitch. Like, it's like really low pitch, and a lot of people were telling me about it, and I can see what you guys are talking about. It's a little off. I'm not a huge fan of it. It sounds weird for some reason. Like, if the voice box of, like, if like the good guy doll voice box is starting to die or something, it just sounded very off. Some people might point it as a major error. Like, some people may point it as a major flaw, but in my opinion, it just isn't that big of a flaw. It's just a minor flaw that's kind of like infuriating to some fans. Now the kills, are they any good? Now I find the kills are nice. I did like a lot of the kills. They're very gory. If you're here for the gore, man, it's definitely here, and the gore is nice. Let me tell you guys, the gore is very nice, and I was so pleased when I watched this movie. There's just so much bloodshed, and it was so nice to watch. It was just so fun. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's just one scene that's just so grotesque. You guys will be so pleased if you're huge fans of gory movies. Now, the filmography is the camera angles or style of film good. Now, I feel like they are. Now, Curse of Chucky, what I really liked about that movie is the camera angles and the color correction made the movie look really creepy. I was a huge fan of that. I feel like they did really good on it. I feel like the same could be applied here. I really like the filmography in this movie. I felt like it was great, and I felt like it was well filmed, just like the last film. Now the music. Does it go well with the film? Is the score great? It is. I do like the score. I feel like the main theme, although, is not as good as Curse of Chucky, but I still like the main theme. I think it's great and it sounds good, but like it just doesn't match up to the Curse of Chucky theme. But it is still a great score and I do like it. Now overall, it is a great movie and I do really like it. Now in my opinion, this movie deserves an 8.9 out of 10 with a 9% seal of approval. Now I feel like this movie tried some new stuff and it did very well with it, and I do really like the new stuff that they tried in this movie. It was just so nice and I had such a fun time watching this movie. Though some people hated it, some people loved it, and I am one of those people who loved it. And if I had to give it a ranking right now, I would rank it as my third favorite movie in the franchise. I feel like it's that good. It surpasses Curse in so many ways. Curse was suspenseful, but this movie is a little more faster paced. But I overall had a fun time. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, join the Cinematography family, and become a slasher. And share. As sharing really helps the channel, especially share this video. Hope the Chucky's out. Man, does time fly. But I'm out here. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. And stay tuned for my spoiler review tomorrow. Peace.